Good evening, everyone. I am the Dreadist, and welcome to my humble abode. I feel a bit of dissonance in my model. What is wrong? Give me a moment. Let's get here instead and see what is happening. Gonna be lurking while I finish up my drawing. Thank you so much, Link. Have a wonderful time with your drawing. And give me a moment while I figure out what is wrong with my model's tracking. I never know where that exact thing is. Yeah, now it's not a controller. Yes, why is this turned off? Excuse me? Excuse me? Oh, this will be a doozy. No, I have to say that is mighty odd. For some unknown reason, Video Studio doesn't like to recognize my microphone anymore. How rude! Well, I guess there's only one way to fix that. And here I disappear. Wow. It's like a magic trick. Gone wrong. I got a solution. Uh-oh, what is that? I'm open for all kinds of solutions, because something is always breaking. Where's my hood? Where is my hood? Much better. There it is. Much better. Well, now that my words and lips are in sync, let's get into today's stream. Now, as you might know, I'm on a bit of a break, but I still wanted to stream something, so I was looking for smaller little titles. Because I used to have the same issue, double check your settings to see what your default input device for sound. Sometimes it just changes. Oh yes, Windows loves to do that to me as well. Yay, breaks! Nay, I don't want to be on a break. I just kind of forced to. But that's neither here nor there. Because today I return with a shorter kind of stream. Well, we'll see about that. Because as I was thinking about what kind of game could I play, something that is simpler, not really focusing on story, and just something short. And I remembered that there is this game called The Exit 8, which was added to PlayStation Plus a few months ago, I think. And I heard about this game before, so I kind of kept it in mind that one day I would play it, because I never played it. I only saw a few streamers play it occasionally. Now this game is rather interesting. It plays with the idea of going through the same areas over and over again, and your task is to notice the changes in the environment, or the anomalies as the game calls them. And if you do it right, well, you escape. Now, I dare not say that the idea of anomalies is new. If you're as old as me, you will probably think of a roadside picnic when you hear the word anomalies and not these kind of games. But in recent years, this concept became quite popular, and many games released focusing around this gameplay loop. This, the Exit 8, being one of the more popular ones. I'm not sure if this is the one that started it, but it's certainly one that I heard a lot about, and many streamers played it for a time. So today I will take a look at it myself. Now, it's not necessarily a horror game, but it might have a few horror elements here and there. Now, one thing why I'm excited to play this game is because I played many horror games, and most of them feature some kind of a puzzle, right? Different kinds of puzzles. And I feel that I'm decently good at solving those. But I don't think that I'm really good at noticing small details and changes. So I might be absolutely terrible at this game, but there's only one way to find out. So let's go and figure out what is happening at the Exit 8. Is this the menu, or we're already in the game? Not sure. Oh, we are. Good evening, sir. You in? That was quick. Alright. Well, let's look around, I guess. A lovely underground passage covered in white tiles. No smoking, alright. With a smile open, I guess this is a dental clinic, yes. 8 dental clinic. So I think that this game takes place in Japan, or is designed after the Japanese underground passageways. And so much of the text is actually in Japanese, but there are a few English words to give the player an idea of what they are actually looking at. Move fast. Okay. What happens if you go to that website address? Security camera in operation. Where? Oh. Oh, they weren't lying. Alright, well, that way is the concourse, and that way is exit 8. Well, I guess we're going that way. Now, all I know about this game is that you have to notice changes, but when the game actually starts, I don't know. Keep left. Well, it's not like I have much of a choice, but alright. I'm rather curious about how this game will actually play. This looks a lot like where I've been. Yep. Just as talkative as before. No. What can change? Well, pretty much everything can change, right? Some would be more noticeable than others. For example, if a large object changes, that's easier to notice. If I remember right, there is a sequel to this game. I think that is called The Platform 8. I saw a Switch release of the two games bundled together, so I'm assuming they kind of belong to one world. But maybe I will play that one as well if I get through this. No, the Steam page of this game says the playtime is anywhere from 15 to 60 minutes. So I'm planning with a playthrough time of around 3 to 4 hours. I think that's fair enough. Also, as this game uses no HUD, I guess I can go a bit to the left. Yay, I'm sliding! Finally, I have some room to move around. Now then. So as I was saying, changing something big is more obvious. Or changing the color. But there are many things that you might miss. For example, if something changes on one of these posters, or maybe the size of the tiles. But what I'm more interested in is the placement of this yellow line, because that is not in the center. And I feel like it was in the center. Imagine playing a game with no HUD. I don't have to imagine it, I'm doing it. But well, let's go on and let's see what happens. So it's not in the middle? No, it's to the right? No, it is in the middle. Alright. There will be plenty of details I will have to pay attention to. Okay, so it seems that our yellow line should be on the left. Sir? I mean, it's polite that they went around me. Didn't just push me out of the way, I guess. No smoking, alright. A dental clinic. BLC store. Dog Salon Zui. No idea. Something with a lot of people. You should push him out of the way. I'm not sure if that's possible, but I will try next time. Makeup Art Photo Exhibit 2023. Move fast. Security camera in operation. The security camera is up there. There is a security camera in that corner. And that corner. This is still number 8. 2 vents on the right. Safety on the right. I really see nothing changing, and no smoking here. Okay. Keep left. I'm not sure if the game even started yet. Let me see. Guide. Don't overlook any anomalies. Oh, so this is the start of the game. Great. If you find anomalies, turn back immediately. If you don't find anomalies, do not turn back. To go out from exit 8. You see, this is a simple idea. I love that the game can be explained in 4 sentences, and it still works. Okay, so we have the destinations, and this is exit 0. Alright. I was just about to ask what happened to exits 0 to 7, but apparently they were not forgotten. No smoking. Great. A dental clinic. Sir, I have to push you out of the way. No. No. I need to push you. Stop. Stop resisting. Ha ha. I did it. I pushed them. Or maybe they just went around me, but it's a win for me. Okay. Exit 8. BLC store. Doksan Zui. Lots of people. Makeup, art, move fast. Security camera in operation. 1 camera, 2 camera, 3 cameras. Emergency on the right. I think there is no anomaly here. I'm not sure who I will be told if I mess up, but I feel like it will be pretty obvious. Yeah, probably the fact that I'm at 0 again shows that I messed up. Well, let's see again. No smoking, that's on the right. 2 vents, yellow line on the left. Person walking. Bag in the right hand, phone in the left. Didn't even notice the phone before. A dental clinic. BLC store. Dog Salon Zui. Lots of people. Makeup art. Move fast. Security camera in operation. 1, 2, and 3 security cameras. Okay, so it seems we will have to pay attention to maybe more than what I looked at. So there is a panel here on the left, and then on the right there, and the left again. That's a new bit of information. So left, right, left. And here's another no smoking area. Okay. I can run. Wow. Alright, so that was the right one, apparently. Good to know. So that is what I should be comparing everything to. No, I guess the game's idea is that in the beginning, as you go through the same hallway a few times, you look at everything, and that is your baseline. Okay, camera here, panel on the left. Do you have a phone? You have a phone. I feel like you need to take notes for this game. That depends on how tiny the changes are. No smoking. That's number 8. 2 vents. Panel on the right, on the left. The cameras are all there. All the lights are on. As I said, if there's a big difference, that's somewhat easy to notice, even though with enough details, any change can be overlooked. But if the game wants to be really difficult and it even changes, let's say, the opening hours here, or the dates or something like that, yes, then it's probably a good idea to start taking notes. A dental clinic with a smile, okay. BLC store. Dog salon Tsui. This is again in 23. 12/19 Tuesday. Let's try to pay attention to that. Here, I like that the location is marked with a paw print. Yeah, that's probably an anomaly because the lights were not flickering. Okay. Oh, we're at 2. So no matter which way I go, forwards or backwards, if I choose the right direction, I will actually get to the next level. Alright. So apparently some of the anomalies are actually dynamic, like the lights flickering, not just static changes in the surroundings. That's interesting. Okay, camera there. 1, 2, 3 panels. The same man. No smoking. With a smile, 8 dental clinic. But we can remember 8 from the name, 8 dental clinic, right? And I mean it's exit 8, so everything is 8 here. BLC store. 12/19 Tuesday, yes. Dog saloon Tsui. All Japanese makeup. Move fast. Security camera in operation. Security camera here in that corner and that corner. Now, the trick of these kind of games is the fact that as you go, you get less and less careful. And you make mistakes because you overlook things. You start assuming, well, everything looks fine. It probably is. Well, it wasn't. The question is, what did I mess up? Good question. We'll see. With time, you kind of start learning the anomalies, like that right there, the little bow in the tiles on the floor next to the yellow line. That was an anomaly. The lights flickering was another. And I feel like the guy running towards us is yet another. Yes. So it seems that the anomalies are not really small changes in the environment like I envisioned them. And that's an interesting thing, that as you play you learn how the game thinks, or the developer thinks. Okay, you seem to be normal. Another thing is this. I never really paid attention to this. So we have a red sticker, a green sticker, a kind of vent or speaker. I'm not sure what that is. A big light bulb and a button. And we have doors. 2 doors right next to each other. I think one of the doors was here originally. So I will say that this is not alright. Yay! I was right! What are you looking at? Sir, your phone is turned off. Why are you looking at it? What are you tapping on? Sir, are you alright? How long have you been here? So long you're starting to lose your hair. I understand. It happens. I think there is a point in these kind of games when you start just ripping out your own hair. No smoking. Nearly drank paint water, and that is why you keep your drinking water and your paint water in easily distinguishable containers. Preferably not cups. In case you never want to do that mistake, I recommend watching I think the 5th episode of Alien Earth. After that you will always close your water containers. It would only make the 37th time in my life. You know, I'm not sure what is stranger. The fact that it happened so many times, or that you're still keeping count. I feel like the latter. Because it happening so many times is just, well, I chalk it up to carelessness. A whimsical artist painting. Alright, so there's 1 door here and 2 doors there. Okay, that looks better. Camera in operation. Yeah, this looks unchanged. Changed. All the lights are on. Painting is in my blood and stomach. No, paint is in your stomach, not painting. And it shouldn't be there. This looks the same, this looks the same, this looks the same. I still can't read this. This looks the same. So why is it that one of the eyes in the monochrome picture colored? And it's actually brown when originally it's green. I feel like that's an anomaly. Really interesting change. Anyway, time for job applications. Good luck. Oh goodness. Back to 0? What, wait. But back to 0 this way? What happens if I go that way? Okay, I somehow went back So I guess this is the start of the game. So now I can take a look at everything and actually get a good look. Okay. So let's see. This line is indeed on the left. And that eye is indeed brown. That's fascinating. I did not notice that on the first time, or the second, or the third. Okay, so 2 doors, 1 door. It's fascinating how you start seeing anomalies in everything. Okay, so you are not running. There is no ball. Lights are not flickering. And all the doors are here. So that's another thing. If you know all the types of anomalies, you only look for those. So in a way, I feel like when you're playing for the first time, it's a completely different experience. Because you are looking at details that are not important, and the game actually manages to trick you to believe they are. A dental clinic with a smile, BLC store, okay, dog salon, so the eye is not an anomaly. Move fast, camera in operation, camera there. And there should be a no smoking here. I think this is good. It was good. Haha. So every time I make a mistake, I am sent back to the first one. This will take a bit of time. Okay, camera is there. You are not running. You have your bag in the correct hand. All the doors are there, but one is slightly ajar. Yep, that's an anomaly. Don't mind me. Haha. I will get out of here in no time. Now, one thing that I'm kind of anticipating is that the number 8 would be replaced, but apparently this time it's just upside down. So let's go back. And number 3. Okay. So it's not really tiny details that are changing. Number go up. Yes, that means better, right? Bigger number is better. At least in most of the benchmarks I used to read. Security camera in operation. Move fast. Makeup art. Don't know. Dog salon. BLC store. A dental clinic. Everything seems to be in order. I'm not sure if these posters will ever change or one will be missing. Maybe they are just there to distract you. 2 vents. Panel there. Panel here. Panel there. I think everything seems alright here. No smoking. Haha! 4. That's an unlucky number in Japanese, so let's be careful. Number 5. Was that a reference to Shining? No smoking. Okay. Camera is alright. Panel there, panel there, panel there. Camera, camera. Your bag is in the right hand. All the doors are there. They are closed. 2 vents. The text is correct. Let's see the posters. A dental clinic, BLC store, dog salon. No idea. Makeup art. Move fast. Security camera in operation. Alright. No strange. Detail in the tiles. No smoking. This looks alright. Now every now and then I hear this strange noise like a door opening. I'm not sure if there are auditory anomalies. Let's hope not. Haha! Sex! Alright, everything seems fine. That's suspicious. Camera. 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 No smoking. Yellow line is on the left. Exit 8. Ah, thank you for the clip. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, you have your phone. That's important. Maybe an anomaly is that he lost his phone. All the doors are there. This is how it should be. Security camera in operation. When did they install these new dynamic signs? I like them, but I feel like I should go back. Haha! Number 7. Now I'm not sure if the anomalies are completely random or there are more difficult to spot ones, and as you get further into the game those ones get used. But we'll see. Okay, the camera is there. Sir, everything is alright with you? Good. No smoking. Exit 8. 8 dental clinic, BLC, dog salon suite, don't know, makeup, move fast, security camera in operation? Do you want to blink at me? No. Okay, camera there, camera there, camera there, 2 doors, 1 door, 2 vents. Exit 8. 1 panel there, 1 panel there, 1 panel there. The yellow line is straight. No smoking. Everything seems fine. No smoking. I will say everything is fine. Haha! Exit 8. Well, I got to exit 8. What now? Oh, there's one more. Okay, we can do this. Camera. Straight yellow line. No smoking. Do you have your bag, your phone, your pants? I don't know why, but I am having an easier time applying to jobs today while watching stream. Well, I am happy if I can help with that. Put your mind at ease, and hopefully one of your job applications will get you a nice job. Vents, door, doors, security camera in operation. We have all of the security cameras. Exit 8, okay. 8 dental clinic, BLC store, dog saloon 2A. Still no idea. If I can read that one, that's an anomaly. Makeup art, move fast, and this one. This looks unchanged. No smoking. What is fascinating about this is the random nature of it. Because if every level or every exit is truly randomized, then you can get 2, 3, or 4 levels in a row without any anomalies. But as you play, you get more and more suspicious because the chances of that happening feel rather small. They are actually not that minute, but it still feels strange. And so you start questioning and doubting yourself. Did I miss something? How can it be that I went through 2 levels without any anomalies and no, I'm not finding any? I must be making a mistake, and so you start double checking everything. And perhaps you are missing something, but there is a chance that actually everything is just fine here. And actually that is how things seem to be. So I will say it's okay. Keep left. Aha! It was! Exit 8, we can go to Nambu Park, Mizuse Junior High School, Yonago Temple, Narihira Building, I think, and Haponji Crossing. Let's go! Oh, that was bright. I did it! I got out! There are no trophies in this game. I did not check, but I feel slightly cheated. I won my trophies. Like, finish the game, or stumble upon all the anomalies, encounter them. Come on, give me some trophies. Okay, enough of the bright white. There's like 16 anomalies. I do not think I found all of them. Ah ha ha! The exit 8. There's my trophy. Thank you. Let me see. Thank you for using the underground passageway. We apologize for any inconvenience. this may cause. There are 28 anomalies that have not been found. We appreciate your understanding and cooperation. So wait, there are 28 that I haven't encountered, or 28 that they haven't found, so they are out in the wild and I can encounter them. You know what that means? Exactly! It's time to take notes! 28 you haven't found? That is unacceptable. That is absolutely unacceptable. It's time to make a tad bit of room on my table, which is an impossible task. And start noting down some anomalies. Hashtag Messy Desk Club. Oh yes, I could be at least the vice president of that. And let me tell you, I lead by example. Alright, well, let's see. Actually, let's check the trophies now that we actually got one. Only 4. The exit 8, go out from exit 8, okay. And then we have underground passage local, find all anomalies. Interestingly, there is no counter. And if you know the PlayStation 5, one of the big selling points, quote unquote big, was the fact that the trophies now have counters that you can track your progress with. Apparently not in this game. Now that's fine. It's time to hunt for anomalies. Okay. Now I guess we could theoretically encounter anomalies that we've already seen. So let's see. Let's think a bit. What did we see? There was the ribbon in the floor with the yellow line. That was one. Then we had the running man. We had the eyes in the poster moving. What was another one that I saw? Oh yes, the upside down text. There was the missing door. There was the flickering light. This is rather clever because the collecting is not done through one playthrough. It's done through playing the game in many playthroughs. And so there is a built-in reason to replay the game over and over again. There was the HR door. What else? I'm not sure. We'll see. This looks the same. Doors are the same, vents are the same. Now if I mess up, then the problem is not that I'm thrown back to the beginning. The problem is that I didn't notice an anomaly. Oh yeah, there were the two men standing, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 already that I can remember. And there were obviously ones that I missed. Oh, this remains here? That's nice. So I have a way to track my progress. No smoking. Enjoy your counter. I will. You seem unbothered. Did you move? No, you didn't. I see no difference here. No difference whatsoever. I'd say it's okay. Okay, it was. Doors are there, closed. Sign is correct. Man is walking. Camera there. There and there. This is the same. This is the same. I wonder if the game would give me the same anomaly that I've already encountered before I discovered them all. I think this is fine as well, which is strange because again, 3 in a row. But it was 3 in a row. Okay. Camera, lights. No smoking sign. Lonely man, 3 doors, 2 vents. You have everything. Same opening day. Yeah, that might be strange. Yeah, I think the blood tsunami might be an anomaly. All right, that's one. I don't know, it took a real shining to me. Yeah, certainly did. I wasn't sure if those 2 standing men were a reference, but no, I feel like they were. Well, this looks alright. And indeed, my counter is down to 27. So that is indeed a counter, keeping track of all the anomalies I haven't encountered yet. Now I'm curious if it counts those that I have encountered but missed, and thus reset my progress through the game. Because yes, I did see them in a way, but I did not turn back. No smoking. Nothing. I would be so happy if one of these posters finally changed. Because then I would have some confirmation that I'm not looking at them for nothing. Yellow line is right, cameras are right. I will say everything is right. No, they were not. So did it go down? No, 27. So it only counts the ones that I have encountered, noticed, and correctly avoided by turning back. That is clever. I do like that. But what did I miss? You seem the same. 2 vents, 2 doors. Security camera in operation. Security camera. Panels up. Exit 8. 3,000 yen. Well, it looks fine to me. There's also a spot here that is not as dirty on the wall. And I missed something again. What am I missing? There is something that I'm not paying attention to, and I should be. Maybe the number of lights? Sir, do you have any advice? No, thank you. Doors, vents, no smoking sign. The same exact posters, same security cameras. Okay, 1. At first glance, everything always looks the same. Well, most of the times, at least. Doors are there, they are all closed. Dental, store, dog, don't know, art exhibit, move fast. Same thing here. Same lights. No smoking sign. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lights. Maybe that's important. Nothing obvious, great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. Camera. No smoking zone. Same posters in the same order. Same vents, same text, same guy. Same doors, they are all closed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lights. Same camera, camera there. 1, 2, and 3 panels on the ceiling. Same yellow line on the left. And the no smoking sign here. Everything looks the same. Apparently it wasn't. What was different? There is something that I'm overlooking. Well, obviously. The question is what? Is it something big? Is it something small? Maybe it's the person. White shirt, black pants, bag, phone, shoes, balding head. Maybe the placement of these panels. So it's after the second light. Here it's above the door. And here it's next to a light. Okay. Let's see if that will help us. Apparently I missed something again. It's after the second light. Above the door. And next to a light. You look the same. 1 door, 2 doors. Same sign, same camera, everywhere. Same text, same text. No smoking. No smoking. So what could possibly change? Well, something on these, obviously. But what? And the tricky thing is that you only learn that there are anomalies once you left the area. You can go back and check. No smoking. Good text. 2 vents, door between, door. You look the same to me. After the second light, there are 5 lights here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lights there. This looks identical. This looks identical. Yes. No idea. This is the same. This is the same. Camera there. Camera there. Camera in every corner. I'm not sure if the text could change on the doors. That would be rather difficult, given that they are in kanji. Wait a moment. What happened to the tiles? They should have lines on them. Or well, in them actually. Why are there heads pressed into them? That is not proper accessibility. Goodness. I don't know what I did, but I did it. Number 2. They couldn't face the truth. No, they couldn't. So that was one. What should I call that? Face texture, I guess. Okay. So you have no socks on. I looked at that earlier. Okay. 2 lights, 3 lights, no smoking. So I haven't run into the same anomaly ever since I started. At least the ones that I've actually figured out. So I feel like the game works with only anomalies that the player hasn't figured out yet until they actually manage to figure out them all. And that is rather clever, even though that also means things will get more difficult. Because people tend to think what was that? And use the same logic while thinking. So if you miss something once, there is a really good chance you will miss it twice. Was that an anomaly or a bug? I will say that was just a bug. Yeah, it was. Okay, so that's 26. Great. Yeah, the guy standing there is probably not part of the... Okay! Of the scenery, understood. I just wanted to take a closer look! What can I do? I'm a curious monster. Okay, so... the... T1000 is an anomaly. Noted. Next one. Funny part is, while I'm looking at these posters and signs, I could so easily walk into a rather obvious anomaly. That's there. That's the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. 1, 2, 3. That's strange. I like it. I absolutely love it. I need a screenshot of this. Smile for the camera. Thank you. Okay. Okay, the ceiling face. is an anomaly. Understood. 24, haha. Look at me go. Okay, no smoking. That is a more difficult one to notice, because I feel like most people wouldn't really look up. I don't know why, but I have this idea that one time you will be wearing socks. So I will check your legs every single time. Nothing. This is a really interesting kind of puzzle game, because you are certainly using your brain, but in a somewhat unusual way. This is not a task, I think, that most people face on a daily basis. Okay, nothing super obvious. The number of lights is correct. Sir, I need to check your socks. No socks, you can go. Nothing. Nothing. Let's check that again because I'm getting sloppy. Now one interesting thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lights. One interesting thing is how I've encountered quite a few different anomalies thus far, and I wasn't necessarily looking for the right details. For example, I was checking the placement of the yellow tiles and not their texture. But I noticed, because I wanted to check if they were in the right position. The same with the ceiling. I didn't look at the ceiling because I thought, oh, there could be a creepy face on the ceiling, menacingly staring down. No, I was counting the number of lights, but at the end of the day, it helped me find the anomalies. So that is really, really nice. Is it just me, or others are annoyed by the fact that those fans and, well, not fans, but vents and that door are kind of all over the place? I mean, the door is nicely put into the tile work, at least, so that's nice. It doesn't bother me. Good. 24 left. Come on, give me one. No socks. No smoking. This is the same amount of doors, vents, text, no flickering light. A camera, panel in the same spot. Camera there. Yellow line. Actually, let's see, there are 4 tiles next to the yellow line, just to know the positioning. correctly. Is it just me, or these posters are slightly bigger? I feel like they are bigger. Let me go back. Yeah, they were bigger. Wow. That's clever. Because I was normally looking at the images, the text. But what changed was actually their size, their overall size. Brilliant. Oh, that's clever. Let's see how many I have written down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 I have written down. That would mean a total of 36 anomalies. Let me actually check the total number of anomalies. I'm curious if I missed any. Well, it says there are around 35. So I think I am in the right ballpark there. Let's see. Camera, poster, smoking. Yeah, they are much smaller here. No socks. Vents, doors, panels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No moving eyes. But I give credit to the developers. They made the posters much bigger, so you can actually notice, even though, funny enough, because that's not something that I necessarily paid attention to, I wasn't really sure. Whereas if you look at them now, it's so obvious that they were much bigger. But when I was looking at them, I was doubting myself. But I think it's alright. Apparently, I am just great. Is there a way to skip this? Oh, I can speed it up. That's nice. Especially because in this game you will watch the credit sequence quite a few times. Alright, 23. Let's see. I'm curious what else will change, because I originally said that things in the environment change, but I was thinking that it would be established things in the environment, so items or objects that are present normally. But as it turns out, sometimes the game adds additional things. Ooh, I've heard of this one. Welcome in, Vivian. I think a lot of people have heard about this game, and games like this, they've been rather popular, but it is my first time playing it, and It's rather intriguing. In fact, I've seen speedruns of this. Oh yes, the speedruns. I have seen a speedrun which was pretty much the player just running through this hallway, looking in random directions, well, seemingly random directions, and deciding in a split second if they go forward or backward. But I think what they were doing, because they knew all the possible anomalies, they were checking for those. Whereas I am kind of looking for new ones because I haven't discovered them all. I'm pretty sure they made a rule where the runner has to verbally state the anomaly they found, otherwise it's just a roulette. Oh, that's interesting. Yes, in a way, you could speedrun this game and create a world record purely based on luck. Now, it would take a lot of time, but you could just run and say, the first time I will run through, the second time I will turn back, and because you don't really have to look around and check, you can save a lot of time. I guess the pinnacle of this speedrunning idea would be just running forwards through all 9 levels, I think, if it's possible that the game gives you an entire playthrough without any anomalies. That is questionable. It depends on the programming. But that's a really clever idea if they require the player to actually state what anomaly they notice, because you can be pretty fast and just look around quickly and notice something out of place. Again, if you know what you're looking for, it's much easier. But still, the speedrun should be about skill and knowledge. And if you can tell what you noticed, and that can be verified in the video, or just the fact that you successfully progressed further in the game because you noticed, I guess that makes speedrunning much more fair. That's one thing. The best speedruns elevate the gameplay rather than invalidating. Yes, that's really nicely worded. I guess with speedruns, at least in my opinion, it's important that as much as the point is to get through the game as quickly as possible within the rules of the speedrun category, it should still be a fair competition and not using trickery or anything like that. I feel like this is okay. Okay, it was. I do like the warm yellow light, but I feel like I should turn back. Yeah, good call. let's add this to my little list of anomalies. I love when I get one that is just a bit simpler to notice. Sir, are you wearing socks? No. I have a feeling that won't even be a real anomaly and I'm just making that one up. Everything looks the same. Really, after a point, everything looks the same. And it's interesting because these games work with the idea of liminal spaces and eerie locations, but why this game is so interesting to me, because it works with a sort of sensory deprivation. Everything is white and there's this grid of tiles. So if you look at it for too long, it's really difficult to actually pay attention and notice the changes. And that is really clever, again, on the developer's part, for sure. If I spot something and you don't, do I keep quiet? I would appreciate if you didn't spoil it. If you do notice something, you can say that you think there is something in the area, and I look around again. But again, it depends. If you know the game and you know the anomalies, then I'd ask you not to spoil things. But if you don't know it and you notice it yourself, then go ahead. But I think everything is alright around here. Yeah? Yeah, everything was alright. Ah, that looks a lot like the previous one. Lights on the ceiling, no smoking sign. No socks. 2 vents, 1 door, 2 doors, no vents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, 2 lights here, same text here, same text here. In a way, I find it really interesting how the developers made this game, because I'm sure a lot of thought went into coming up with ideas, what they could possibly change, because if you look around, there is not a lot going on here. Okay, that's probably not good. Okay, so the blackout is an anomaly. No, that's interesting. Much like the blood tsunami, it happens after a while. I'm not sure if it's on a timer or you have to kind of walk across a script line. So right before you would get to the corner and leave the area, it happens. That would be a bit cruel, because you check everything and right at the end the game is like, oh yeah, there is an obvious anomaly here, thanks for checking. I think it's a trigger point. It most likely is, because if you're really quick and check everything, before the timer would run out, you could potentially progress further without actually knowing that there was an anomaly and losing, getting sent back to the beginning. So that would be a bit annoying, especially for speedrunners. So I'm pretty sure it's a trigger point or script line, but that would mean that in some cases it's a better idea to go all the way to the other end of the corridor and check if something happens. Nothing happened this time. Okay, camera 1, 2, 3. There's the little panel. There's the panel. 2 doors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. 2 vents. 1 door. Yellow line. 4 tiles on the left. Security camera in operation. There's a cleaner spot on the wall. Or at actually the bottom of the wall. Same posters. Same sized posters as well. That's important. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I greatly appreciate that. I certainly do need a sip of tea. Really? A boop and a hydrate at the same time? You think that will stop me? That was my eye! Ouch! I don't care. I will. You cannot get between me and my tea. Let me tell you. Ow, my eye. Well, who needs 2 eyes, right? We can do it with just 1. It's not like this game requires you to see or anything. Thank you for the difficulty. Now stop it! Time for me to dip. Anyway, have fun. Thank you so much for joining in. Have a wonderful day, Link. What tea do you have? I've got Scottish afternoon tea right now. Ooh, that sounds delightful. I used to drink English breakfast tea, but that was a bit harsh on my stomach, so I dug up a kind of milder tea, but I don't know right away what's its name. I would need to check. I think it's Earl Grey, but I might be wrong. But enjoy your tea, please. Where was I? Alright, everything is fine here, I think. Yes. That's 21. No smoking. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, camera. Same one. Same. I'm just scanning things at this point. BLC store with a smile. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 lights. Exit 8. Yellow line is the same, doors the same. The tricky thing is that I don't think anomalies different ones affect the same thing. So if we already found one that changed this yellow line, I don't think there will be another one that does the same. Change the yellow line in some way. Ooh, 6! Let's see. Sir? Same mustache. No. No socks, black pants, whitish shirt. I think you, sir, are the same. Ooh, nice, nice indeed. We are making crazy progress, except I'm actually hunting for the anomalies and not for the ending, because I already finished the game. Well, twice. So I'm trying to find anomalies. That's strange. Now don't get me wrong, I would certainly go to that BLC store, whatever BLC stands for, but I think we should turn around just to be sure. How would I call this anomaly? Lovely lady, obviously. Bless you, my rat. Alright, number 7. We are down to 20. Sir? Same mustache. Same look. Same everything. No smoking. At first I really thought the changes would be a camera missing or a light being somewhere off to the side or something like that, but apparently no. Things are much more subtle around here. No smoking. Okay, this is the same. And this is the same. I'm waiting for one of the dogs to be strange here. And even with this redrawing of the lady's head, because the overall shape and the colors were the same, if you are just running by, you wouldn't notice. But I think everything is fine here, actually. No! We did miss something. Well, here we go again. What happened to the lights? You know, that is highly unprofessional. Whoever installed those lights. Okay. So we have SQ lights. Lurk, thank you for the lurk. Enjoy whatever you are doing. Let's see. No smoking. Camera is there. So apparently there are more obvious anomalies. Well, we have seen a few of them, so that shouldn't be a big surprise. But I'm certainly curious about what I missed. Because I certainly missed something. No smoking. Maybe I should look at the ground more often. Or the ceiling, or the walls. Actually, I rarely look at the walls because there's not much going on. But this looks fine. It was. Camera, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. No smoking. 3 doors, 2 vents, exit 8. Same man. 7 lights. Everything is in the right place. Yellow line. Let's see. That's the same. That's the same. I feel like this poster won't be affected by another anomaly, but maybe each one of them has a specific one. Who knows? Or maybe that one is counted for all of the posters. Number 3. As much as I do miss anomalies every now and then, I feel like I'm not doing that terribly, which is a pleasant surprise. Okay, you seem to be okay. yen. 4 tiles on the side. Camera there, camera there. Something feels strange about this place, but I do not recognize any kind of an anomaly. And 0. Ahaha. Weird Gamer Girl, welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat. Check the doors again. Apparently I will have to check all the doors again. 19. How are you doing today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. That is the correct number, I think. No smoking. Sir, are you wearing socks? No, your mustache is still in its place. Then I think you are fine. Same dog salon. That is unchanged. Camera, camera, camera. 1 door, 2 door, panel above door, and the door here. No, the writing on the doors could be changing. But honestly, all I can really confirm is that they are different. So I will add that to my list of possible things to check. But for now, everything seems decent. Yeah, everything was decent. Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary. This is okay. Sir, you are the same. Same, 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 same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lights. I'm not sure why I'm counting them. Different writing. 2 vents. I think it's right. Yeah, it was right. Let me tell you, it's a strange feeling turning the corner here and seeing that guy walking every single time the same way. It's deja vu, for sure. I want to make a picture. Okay. Calm down. Just a picture. If you can't stay put, how should I... Okay. See, another photogenic poster. Okay, so we have an extra poster. It's rather funny how I didn't even notice that when I looked at the wall. Only as I was scanning through them, I was like, wait, this wasn't here before. Okay. At first glance, everything is normal. As normal as they usually are. Which is maybe not at all. But indeed, everything looks fine. Now let's think about what could be wrong. I totally saw that the first time, absolutely. And also, who am I to say where the door handle and the keyhole should be? I mean, maybe this is a new idea. It's a bit lower. No, it actually isn't. It's easier to grab in case of an emergency. Maybe it's an emergency exit, right? I don't know. I can't read the text on it. Okay, so that's the central handle. That's another one on the list. As I said, everything is perfectly alright. That's interesting. That is the third anomaly that has to do with the doors. Sir? Okay, I will write that down. Stop Sleeping man. Okay, I think that's an anomaly. Underground passage master. I think that's a bit of a exaggeration. Don't know. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I think I should turn back. I will just call this no smoking. Oh. And that's a double raid! Welcome in, raiders! Yuki's pigeons are raiding! Look out below, and Cutie's wasps are coming in to raid at the same time! Pigeons and wasps together! Quick, close the window! The wasps and pigeons are flying in! Well, my windows are mostly broken, so can't do, but thank you for the warning and welcome in, everyone. Oh, great. Oh, goodness. Welcome in, everyone, and my apologies for the bit of a lag. Unfortunately, my router is, well, close to setting itself on fire, but it is handled mostly. So as I was saying, welcome in, raiders. And thank you so much for the raid, Cutie Wasp and Yukifer. What were you playing? The other side. Hey Dread, welcome in, Cutie Wasp. How are you doing and how was the game? I honestly don't recognize the title of that game. I should check it. If we were playing the other side, it's a Phasmo-like. Oh, that sounds exciting. Oh, it's not just me then. Twitch has been so touchy for me lately. Oh, I've been having quite a few connection issues lately, but that might be due to the excessive heat in my shop. It was pretty funny. That's always lovely to hear. And also, let me welcome in Dixon Fire, Spaghetti, and Pagey Cakes. What fun names. Most of them I'm pretty sure I butchered, so please let me know if I did. How do you like the Exit 8? Well, it's actually my first time playing it and I'm greatly enjoying it. It's rather fun. And I like how it's kind of a brain teaser, but not like the puzzles I'm used to. It was great, I really enjoyed it and I'm looking forward to seeing where the dev takes it. Oh, it's an early access game? Let me take a look. The Other Side is a co-op psychological thriller for up to 6 players. Oh, that's rare. Most games only support up to 4 players. Your goal is to investigate haunted locations using modern ghost hunting equipment. There is such a thing as modern ghost hunting equipment? People really make the weirdest things. Gather evidence, identify entities, and cleanse them from the location. Customize your character, headquarters, and more. Oh, that indeed sounds enticing. And look at that lovely disclaimer. This game may contain content not appropriate for all ages or may not be appropriate for viewing at work. Why? It's a 6-player co-op. That sounds like the best game to play in the office. I've actually watched the movie Exit 8 based on this game. It was decent. Wow, that's a recommendation. I've heard that there is indeed a movie based on the game. I don't know anything about it. To be honest, I've only heard about this game from others because it became quite popular and I've seen streamers play it, but as much as it was on my backlog, which is exceedingly long, I had so many games to play, but no, I thought I just want to play something simple, and well, the Steam page said that this game is like an hour long, so I've been playing it for 2, but I mean, I played through it like 3 times, so that's understandable. Some call it ghost hunting equipment, some call it toys. Whatever gets the job done, right? I mean, who knows? Maybe you will encounter a ghost dog and you will need a toy to help them. You never know. You are working with ghosts after all. But indeed, thank you so much for the double raid. That was such a nice surprise. I am on a kind of break myself and thought that today I would do an impromptu stream, kind of trying out my new overlay with a much bigger game screen, and also test my router because well, it's overheating a bit, but I think I figured out how to combat the heat. We'll see. Now let's see what we have here. Mustache on your face, no socks on your legs. Alright, you can go. No smoking. That's fine. Door is fine. Panel is where it should be. 2 vents. The text is, I think, correct. 1 camera. 2 cameras. 3 cameras. All the panels in the right place. This seems alright. Unchanged. I think that's also correct. 2023. I guess that is when this game was originally released. Everything seems to be in order. Nothing on the ceiling. Nothing on the floor. I will say no anomaly, and I would be correct. I'm still looking for 15 of them. Alright. 5 lights. No smoking. Same person. Same exit sign. Same doors. Let me see, lights 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lights. No smoking. Camera where it should be. The eyes are not looking around. The dogs are still dogs and not some demonic creatures that I think they might turn into. Everything appears to be normal. Ah, thank you for the follow, you here. Okay, so I have this streamed and must be heading to bed soon, so I'm a pop into lurk. Hope you have an amazing stream. Thank you so much, and again, thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Now, let's see. Number 8. That's the last one. I don't know if I've ever encountered 2 anomalies back to back, but that thing standing there, that is new. So let's get out of here. 8? Wasn't I on 8 already? Strange, maybe I went too close. But let's call that the corner figure, because they were standing in the corner. Well, you got here pretty quickly, but I guess I might have went close enough for the script to start. That's the same, and that's the same, and everything is the same. No smoking, same vents, same doors, same everything. I want to say it's okay. Apparently it wasn't. There should be a trophy for messing up on exit 8, which I've done twice already. But hey, we discovered a lot of anomalies along the way. Why are you smiling? That's an anomaly. Yes. You see, you should be frowning. Like you usually are. Well, it is possible to encounter 2 anomalies back to back, apparently. So we had the smiling man and the door banging. I could call it the door banger, but I feel like that would be inappropriate. 12 anomalies. We are down to a dozen. Okay, that's the serious face I like. Still no socks. Okay. It's interesting as I check the same things over and over again. Sometimes I notice a detail and I start wondering if that is new, because it kind of looks like something that changed, and it turns out that it's been like that since the beginning. I guess the more time you spend checking something, the more you notice little things. Alright, you're good to go. 1 door, 2 doors. So apparently the developers relied more on visual changes when they were coming up with ideas of anomalies. So, for example, with these posters, the images would change, but not the text. Or with the doors, the door handle position changed, but not the writing on them. Which is nice, because that would be difficult to notice. First of all, because changes in text are rather small, and 2, because most of the text is actually written in Japanese. Alright. Especially if you're dyslexic. That is also true. But thus far, the only anomaly that I've noticed that had to do with the text was actually this being upside down. But for that, you don't really have to remember the text. You just notice that, well, it's upside down. Okay, opening doors. I guess that is an anomaly. I think I saw something. Yeah, I have a feeling something was going on there as well. You know, there are those anomalies when you just kind of have a feeling that something is not quite right. You know, you can't quite put your finger on it, but you know, you decide to turn back because the vents are leaking. And that means we are down to 10. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 anomalies in total. And actually 27, because I feel like something is not quite right here. The case of the repeating posters. And as it turns out, it is indeed possible to get multiple anomalies after one another, because I think I've just seen 3 of them. I don't think he turned his head ever before, so I will say that's an anomaly. He shouldn't be doing that. Oh, it is? It seems. Normally, he has a really stick neck. So rotating head is unusual. I mean, it was an anomaly that he was smiling, so everything can be strange here. Yeah, the staircase at the end is certainly an anomaly. That's a false staircase. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. So we are at 30. Now this is interesting and explains something. Normally, if you are at a certain level or exit, however you prefer to call it, if there is no anomaly and you correctly progress forward, then you get to the next one. So let's say you get from 3 to 4. Now if there is an anomaly and you correctly notice it and turn around, then once again you will get from 3 to 4. Even though you went backwards, you will get to the next exit or level. However, if there is an anomaly on the 8th level, well, that's actually the 9th level, but the 8th exit, because it starts from 0. So if there is an anomaly and you turn around, instead of getting to the end of the game, you will be sent back to exit 8. So you have to replay that. And if you find an exit 8 that has no anomaly and go forwards, then you successfully finish the game. That's interesting. I think this happened before, and that's why I was slightly confused that I did not progress further. Even though I remember that happening at 7, not 8, but well, who knows. No smoking. Camera. Is everything alright with you? No socks, no turning around, no weird smile, no nothing. Good. Doors are where they should be. That is okay, that is okay, that is okay. The dogs are still dogs. Everything seems to be normal. The red camera is not normal. Okay, red camera. That's why you have to check everything. Okay. Let's check you first because you leave. And that's interesting. Even though I guess you can follow him and check him once he stops, but I prefer to investigate him first. Alright, that's a 1, that's a 2. That's fine. These posters are the same in the same order. The camera is not trying to murder me, which is nice. These panels in the ceiling are in the same place, and actually I haven't encountered an anomaly that changed them, and I feel like this is alright. It is! Haha! And that means that we got to 30 anomalies, only 6 remaining. So it is time to celebrate that with some tea. In these warm months, I must remind you to hydrate every now and then. It's really important. Now, let's see if we can find those last remaining oddities. I guess another unique aspect of this game is that once you actually know the anomalies, you can watch back the stream and tear your hair out about how silly I was when I missed something painfully obvious. But again, I feel like I'm doing decently. Also, fun fact, when I wanted to figure out how to run, I just pressed the left analog stick, or L3, because that is the usual button for that. But as it turns out, you can press L1, L2, R1, or R2 for the same exact thing. You can even press cross, circle, triangle, or square, meaning pretty much every single button is running except the R3 and the touchpad, which actually brings up a menu. Good to know there is a menu in this game. I honestly wasn't sure because the game throws you into the action right away without a menu screen or a main menu. Sir, are you alright? Yeah, you seem to be. Well, as alright as you are. Camera. Camera. Nothing. Dogs. Convenience store. Yellow line. It's okay. Yeah, it was. Alright. I feel like I will be struggling a bit with the last few ones because I know that I missed a few. I am sorry, but I absolutely have to take a picture. I just have to, or two. That is absolutely beautiful. I want that on my wall right now. Such a gorgeous lady. Actually, is that an extra one or no? That's her. That replaces the festival one. Okay, so that is the gorgeous lady. It would be so funny if I gave someone my list of anomalies and they would try to figure out which one is which on the first playthrough. Like they would look at it and see something like rotating head and they would think, what the heck can that mean? It wouldn't be much help figuring out the game. No smoking. Oh, lights out. But not all the lights out. Just some lights out. I know someone said check the doors again, so I'm pretty sure I missed the door handle being in the right position once or twice, but I'm not sure what else because these ones were rather obvious that I've encountered just now. Maybe the man smiling is one that I missed. And the red dot on the camera. But the others are somewhat easier to notice, so I am slightly concerned about what are the ones I missed, because I will be shown those again now, since there are only 4 anomalies left. And it seems the game only shows you the ones you haven't figured out yet, which is interesting, because that way, first of all, it keeps you on your toes, and second of all, the game doesn't become repetitive because you don't have to check the same things for anomalies that you know. You always have to check for ones you haven't figured out yet. So you're constantly coming up with new ideas what you might have missed and checking new details. Look, I will not say that I haven't missed this one. I really don't know. Okay, I will call that turn back. Alright. Now that was strange. Don't know what that was. No smoking. I'm honestly surprised that there wasn't an anomaly with one of the no smoking signs missing. The dates and the numbers not changing, I did expect that, but as I'm playing the game, I'm starting to understand it more and understand the logic that it follows. It's a bit like when you play a game collecting trophies and you start to notice a pattern, what kind of trophies there are, what they require. Here it's pretty much the same. You know what? I wanted to say that this poster was closer to those posters. And then I noticed that it's following me. So yeah, I think the following poster is an anomaly. Sir, get the heck out of the way. So yes, as I play this game, I start to realize how big the changes are for the anomalies, and since I haven't encountered anything that would be really small, like a typo in the text or a number, a date, a price changing, I feel like that I have to look for bigger alterations, and sometimes not even among the already established things, but new ones being added, which is really interesting. But that is why I said that playing this game for the first time, as opposed to playing it after you encountered most of the anomalies, it's much different, because when you start you don't really have an idea, and you kind of look for things based on what you would come up with, or what you think could be a difference. And as you see more and more of the anomalies, you get a feel for what could be one, what to look for, and it completely changes the gameplay experience overall. We are only missing 2 anomalies. So it's really intriguing how the gameplay changes with each replay. What happened to your face? Goodness! What happened? What? What do you mean 0? I totally did discover that. I even came back, but okay. So that's smeared face. Well, we only need 1. And then, a really great question. Since the game only gave us anomalies that we haven't encountered, what happens once we discover them all? Oh, the man is missing. That's an anomaly. Wait, what? Okay, now I am confused. This is where I start. Okay, this is 0. There's the man. Okay. Things got slightly messy there for a moment. What could be the last anomaly? I don't think it's here. Only 1 left. So as much as this is a really small game, I find it fascinating how much of a replayability it has. And as I said, how much the experience changes as you explore. Yeah, that's a really tall man. That was the last one. The tall man. So what now? We have seen all of the anomalies. So I kinda know what to look for. Will I start getting the same ones again? Yeah, that's the blackout. Indeed. So now I can get any of the anomalies. All anomalies found. Thank you for using our underground passage. Well, that's lovely. Okay. So now it's a kind of no holds barred style game. Your face is alright. You are fine. Also, your socks were not an anomaly or the lack thereof, but the door missing is certainly one. 5. Let's see. Know that I don't have to look for new things. As I said, it's completely different. I just look at the things that I know could be affected, even though I might be forgetting about a few things. But I feel like this is alright. Now, to be fair, there are a lot of anomalies. I don't want to say the majority of them, but a lot that are rather obvious and are easy to notice. And obviously, if you know what you're looking for, that can help a lot as well. It's also fascinating how I was looking at things that did not turn out to be related to any anomalies, like how many cameras there are or where the yellow line is. I guess those are really obvious things, and not in the way that you look at the place and you notice it right away. More like many people would think that way, and the developers wanted to find kind of new ideas, ones that people would more likely overlook. And 8. Okay, now I got I got into trouble with the exit 8 with the last levels, so let's pay attention. I love how I'm still checking all the posters. It's kind of a routine at this point. This is fine. Ceiling seems to be fine as well. Doors are where they should be. Oh right, those panels up there, they were not an anomaly either. This one is stationary, both the poster and the eyes. I want to say that it's alright. And it is. And in 3 playthroughs, I managed to discover all of the anomalies. Well, I guess that was it. Thanks to Kotake Create for developing this wonderful game, and for Playism for publishing it, and of course the porting should not be forgotten, as I am playing it on PlayStation 5. But this was a really lovely game. It was a small game, but it was refreshing. This is exactly what I was looking for. Something that is a bit smaller and not that complex. Not a game that takes tens of hours to play through and require you to pay attention to the story and the narrative, and pay attention to managing your resources if you don't want to get your future self into a tough situation with a boss or towards the end of the game. It's really lovely, and as much as it is a puzzle game, it's not a puzzle game in the sense that most games would be compared to something like Myst, which is kind of an old school adventure puzzle game, and it's obviously more complex technologically, story-wise, and with its puzzles, and obviously its length. This game manages to be rather refreshing and novel, which is, I think, one of the reasons why so many people found it really enjoyable and why it became so popular. So let's see what kind of trophies we have unlocked. Actually, let me get my trophy progress up here. So overall, a really fun game, and I'm happy that I got to check it out. And that's 100%. Unfortunately, no platinum trophy for us. So let's see. First one, the exit 8. Well, we got a little 8 for the icon. This is a gold one. Go out from exit 8. 43% of the players managed to do this. Underground Passage Expert, find 10 anomalies. Oh, I see. 39.5%. Underground Passage Master, find 20 anomalies. 32.8%. And Underground Passage Local, 24.8%. Find all anomalies. Now, unfortunately, it says all and not how many. I would have liked to know for certain, because during my first playthrough, I don't know for certain how many anomalies I discovered. I could look at the VOD, but I kind of just wrote down whatever I could remember when I started my list then. I didn't know that we would be hunting for anomalies today. I even wrote in my going live post on Blue Sky that we are avoiding anomalies, but I guess that's the beauty of live streaming. You never know what will happen, and it can turn into a lot of fun to have an impromptu hunt for some anomalies. This game was pretty odd. Finished already? Yes, I just actually finished it, and I managed to get all the 4 gold trophies. That possibly gave a nice boost to my PSN level. Oh, I see, 100%. Indeed. I wasn't sure what the 2 hidden trophies will be, these 2, because I saw the one for finding all the anomalies, but it seems that whoever came up with the trophies, they were nice and kind of just made these milestone ones on the way to finding all of them with 10 and 20, and obviously the one for finishing the game. Congrats, thank you so much. And interestingly, more people finished the game than even discovered 10 anomalies, and I guess I am amongst those, because I think I uncovered 8 of them in my first playthrough. Which is interesting because every time you mess up and miss an anomaly, which is not counted, you get sent back to the beginning. So if you mess up enough times, you are much more likely to notice and successfully discover 10 of the anomalies. But I guess that shows that people are good with noticing these changes, even though I was kind of lost in the beginning of the game and didn't know that I was supposed to look around and check the surroundings. Instead, I thought I was already in the game and I was looking for anomalies. I just kept missing an anomaly at exit 6-7 when I played. Got a bit salty. Well, I actually managed to mess up at exit 8 twice in the same playthrough. I got to exit 8, I messed up, I started again, got to exit 8 again, messed up again, and then I actually found all of the anomalies by the time I got to the end for the third time and finally finished. Though this was my third playthrough, and I was dealing with a few of the trickier anomalies, but I can't really say that because I'm sure I missed 8 times at least, and I was a bit worried that the last few anomalies will be really kicking my butt because I missed those before. The game gives you the same ones that you missed, and as much as some of them were a bit more hidden, there were a lot that was really obvious, so I guess I missed a few that wasn't that hidden. I was just silly, but that's part of the game. I guess if you sit down and play it for almost 3 hours, that's just part of the game, that your attention will fail you a few times. But with some persistence, you will find all the anomalies and get all the lovely gold trophies. So I'm certainly really happy that I played this game and that it was added to PlayStation Plus. I have heard that it has a sequel, so I will check that game. I don't think that is part of my subscription, but I will maybe add it to my phone wish list. And that's a new record for a 100% game. 1 hour and 48 minutes. Wow. Oh, welcome in, Jaggy. Oh yeah, Platform 8 I think. Haven't played that yet, but I do own it. Well, if it's anything like the Exit 8, I'm sure it will be a fun game. Actually, let me check the Platform 8. It's by the same developer. It says that the playtime is pretty much the same. The Exit 8 has 2 Steam achievements. The Platform 8 actually has 3. But I guess that means on PlayStation they added additional ones for the trophy list. Nice, and short too, should give it a go. And as far as I can see, the price is the same as well, so I guess it's a sequel in the way that it might improve on certain things, but it's not much longer or grander in ways. And yes, that is not part of the PlayStation Plus subscription, unfortunately. I have seen bits and pieces of that game, and it is a bit more horror themed than this one, which well, I am more than happy to see. And it seems that indeed the Exit 8 and Platform 8 bundle was released physically. I have seen that I think on Nintendo Switch, yes, but it has a PlayStation 4 physical release as well. Unfortunately, both of them only in Japan. Though it says that it has English language, and since the PlayStation 4 is not region locked, only when it comes to multiplayer or DLCs, which I don't think either of these two games support or have. If you are a really big fan of these games, you can actually get a physical copy of both of them in a lovely double bundle physical edition. But I think that has been it from me today. Let me jump to the just chatting scene. Well, as some of you might know, I am kind of on a break after I finished the games I've been playing for a long while now. I've been playing Silent Hill 2 for 3 months, and I also played Mist and Killer Frequency, and I went on a bit of a summer break to not burn myself out anymore. I was already feeling like the filament in a light bulb. Yes, the light bulbs before LED lights. I know I'm old. But I wanted to do a bit of a surprise stream, and I'm happy that I chose this game for it. I was looking for something short, simple, fun, and not that complicated, and this game was all of that and even more. So I thank you for joining me on this fun adventure. And thanks to Yukifer and Cutie Wasp for the raid, even though my internet almost died right in the moment when they raided me. I was able to save my router and welcome them. So thanks to everyone who joined me today. To Lingberry for being first, and to Vivian for checking in, all the wonderful raiders, and of course, you combo gun. I hope that you enjoyed the stream. If you want to check the parts you missed, you can always do that on my Twitch channel in the form of a VOD or on my YouTube archives, where I will be posting all the old videos. But for now, it is time for me to wish you all a good evening. But of course, I cannot let you just walk away. I can't leave you without any horror. So we are going to raid Linkberry, who is playing The Thing Remastered. That is actually a game that I've been looking at for a long time, whether or not I want to get its physical edition, because it's kind of a rarity, but its price is still not high up, so it might be the good time to snatch it. I'll have to ask a Link what they think about it. I never played the original, but I'm always happy if old games get a remaster so they run on modern platforms. And as far as I know, this game was remastered by a reliable studio, Night Dive, I think. But with that said, I thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful evening, and as always, good night.